We learnt column multiplication.
First, we have to write the number sentence. Then we have to write the column multiplication. Don't forget your multiplication sign and your answer sandwich.
First we have to do 6 times 2, which equals 12. I'm going to do the tens column. 4 times 2 equals 8. Don't forget the extra 1, it will be 9. And now we need to add our answer to the number question. But we need to remember to check our answer. 92 is bigger than 46, so it sounds good to me.
In art, we have been looking at expressionist and impressionist paintings. Impressionist art is when the artist tries to create a realistic setting and bring a scene to life. Expressionist art is where the artists express their emotion through their art. You can see some examples behind me.
Artists link colours to emotions.
We took black and white photos and used colouring pencils to create our own expressionism pieces.
We linked this to Mental Health Week.
I chose green for disgust. I chose purple to show shock.
I chose yellow to show joy.
I chose blue to show sorrow.
I chose red to show anger.
In art, we have been focusing on landscapes.
Before we could begin painting, we needed to practice different techniques.
A technique you can see is called wet on wet. We had to put water on the paper and then water and colour on our brush. The colour blended into each other.
We then tried a technique called dry on wet. We had a dry piece of paper and a wet brush with colour. This gave you more control of where you put the colour.
Next we tried a technique called stippling. This involves putting paint on the end of your brush and doing lots of little dots.
The final technique, we created a fade. We put lots of paint on our brush and then we used water to gradually fade it out.
This term we've been learning about Sikhism. Sikhs have special items called the 5 Ks. This is what they mean.
This is the karma. It reminds us that life is a cycle and we should make good decisions.
This is the kesh. Sikhs don't cut their hair, so it helps keep it tidy.
These are kachera. They remind Sikhs to lead a clean and honest life.
This is the kirpan. It reminds us to protect all that we do in life.
This is the kanga and it teaches us to keep our hair and life tidy.
We realise Christians wear symbols too, like cross necklaces. These remind us to uphold our Christian values.
Our topic is all about Finfield. Finfield is a village near Bracknell in the county of Berkshire. We live in the country of England. England is in Europe. Here is our continent.
The world is split into continents, there's 7 in all. If you get the list, we can make a list from biggest to small. They are Asia, Africa, North and South America, Antarctica, Europe, and also Australasia. Asia, Africa, North and South America, Antarctica, And I must go deserts for miles and miles along this river. North America, Southern Panama, wine and tasting all the way to Canada. South America, islands and gold, and the rainforest grows as the rain really pours. Europe, you're welcome for the pasties and waffles and fries. Australia, Oceania, Islands, to explain ya. We are Asia, Africa, North and South America, Antarctica, Europe, and also Australasia.
Geography, we have been learning about the local area, how it has changed over time, using maps and physical and human geography. Human geography refers to things that are man-made, like houses and roads. Physical geography are natural things in the environment, like trees, fields and rivers. Our local area has changed a lot over time, as you can see from the map behind me. As you can see, the area used to have lots more empty green spaces. However, as the population has grown, the areas have been taken over by more houses. In Fun, we have been learning about these animals.
Mange la vie dans ses fers, oh la la, et dans ses fers, il y a une vache, oh la la, mange la vie dans ses fers, oh la mange la vie dans ses fers, oh la, et dans ses fers, il y a des choses, oh la, mange la vie dans ses fers, oh la, mange la vie dans ses fers, oh la, et dans ses fers, il y a un mouton, oh la, mange la vie dans ses fers, oh la, mange la vie dans ses fers, oh la, et dans ses fers, il y a un ocean, oh la, il fait wouf, 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 mange la vie dans ses fers, oh la, mange la vie dans ses fers, oh la, et dans ses fers, il y a un mouton, oh la, côte, mange la vie dans ses fers, oh la.
Enrichment Week was all about words. We had a word of the week, 10 key spellings and fine motor activities to practice our handwriting. Our word of the week was incredulous. We put the word on a sentence and discovered that it means completely unbelievable. An example of the word on the sentence is, the boy gave an incredulous smile when his brother said he had been to the moon. Practicing our fine motor skills. We are threading yarn through the holes. It is lots and lots of fun.
We are using tennis ball monsters to help strengthen our hand muscle, and it's working.
To open the ball's mouth, we're pressing down really hard on its cheeks using the 3 fingers we write with. Once the mouth is open, you feed him with pom-poms.
This is how we do it.
We're practicing our fine motor skills by sorting bears. Here, let's show how we do it.
Cut paper straws to learn our spellings.
We put them in the shapes of the letter
I made the word people. Look at all the fun we have.